Hello and welcome. I'm High C, and this is NieR Automata. It is the first time I'm back to streaming it for a little while. I think I have the game volume down, so let's correct that. Oh, you know what? I need to change where it's getting its sound from, since I'm sure it's now. There we go. That looks right. Hopefully it, isn't too loud or too quiet. But I want to say on stream to anybody watching this, since nobody's in here right now, thank you for tuning into the Kingdom Hearts stream, or the Breedom Hearts as we started calling it. It went fairly successful. I was pretty happy with how everything went, to be honest. So thank you guys. Now, let's see if I can remember how to play NieR. Still getting hung up on the game playing in the background with the controller, since I always have to click back into the screen. But once I load my game, it's fine. But also moved green screen down, so I have like a little bit of elbow on the screen now, taking up that game real estate. So that's fun. You know, feeling like the real deal now. But luckily Brienne is very excited to stream more Kingdom Hearts, so that worked out. I was a little worried she was going to get super stressed out by it, especially with all of our technical difficulties, since I broke our living room TV right before the stream went live. So that was unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. As for NieR, I don't actually remember what I was doing last, which is usually the case. Thank God we have these. Go into photographs. Alright, so I definitely did this castle one. Jackass's Research, the Wandering Couple, which I think we just meet again. Tree of the Confident, yeah, so might be time to actually head to where we're supposed to go, which whatever this is closest, near the tower. So we will, yeah, we'll go near the tower. We'll do the speed. Did I ever change my settings back for screen graphic presets? Let's put you back to high, because I am noticing it a little bit. I had a couple of crashes last time we played NieR, and kind of freaked me out, because, you know, I have this brand new rig and I'm all excited about it, and then bam, the game that I don't feel like is, you know, I love the aesthetic charm of it, but definitely don't feel like it's pushing my rig setup. That was really disappointing, but now looking into it, I see that NieR is just a optimization nightmare. So nobody actually, you know, so it's crashing for everybody, and better rigs than mine. So I guess I'll just have to live with it as a temporary evil. So I also don't know how long I'll stream. I am on night, or not night, morning shifts, the opposite of nights. Morning shifts this week. So, and they tend to take a lot out of me, just be, you know, obviously I don't want to be streaming until 2 in the morning.
When do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but
Is that going to be a thing? She could be like, Nines, don't die. So, am I jumping down here? Is this what we're doing? No, we're just going over this cool little bridge. But I saw that glowy ball. I can't resist them. I know they're not actually balls. They just look like glowy balls far away to me. Let's do this in style. We're gonna go up the bridge and we're gonna sail down. Jumping up, seeing that butt. I also decided to wear a shirt with green, so definitely phasing through everything right now. All right, where are we at? All right, let's do it. Whee! Feel like if I... Yeah, that was fine. That was super fun, right, guys? I'm sure this is going to be a cutscene and or this bridge is going to break because it ain't looking that sturdy. Nope. Didn't break, at least. How about over here? So if I was going to put some secrets, this is where I'd put them secrets. The invisible walls got me. Whoa! Up. We just... Whew. Well, that went well. Alright. Let's set down some recoveries. I'm a goddamn train wreck. Alright, still can't get those guys. Obtained a Phoenix Dagger. Is a Phoenix Dagger a weapon? Yes, it is. Interesting. Let's see how it goes. Let's try the light attack one out. Usama, how you doing, bud? I saw you followed me on Twitter a little bit ago, unless that wasn't you. So thanks for following. It's not like something I try to push too much, but you know, if you want to see a little bit more of my personal ramblings that aren't me trying to figure out what to say to a camera. There you go. Yeah. You've reconfirmed that it was in fact you. Well, there we go. I guess the system works, right? Oh, this is kind of nice, actually. I actually kind of like this dagger. Seems to be working well. Assuming all these guys were about to come attack me and I'm not just like fucking them up for no reason. Sorry, I think you just said something, but I am in the middle of survival. I just fell down a very deep hole. Well, there we go. Alright, it's alright, man. Yep. Watching another one of those movies. The South Indian movies? Melee defense. Hello and welcome. I'm Bryce Hackett, and this is HighStreams Live Stream. Your introduction to live stream, Toku, YouTube video, and more. The other day when we were doing the Kingdom Hearts stream, Patty stopped in, and I think he said HighStreams, which I'm debating stealing, you know, because that's a really good idea. I don't know if I have to tip him for the name rights or not, but it rolled off really well. There's a dance song on when the main actor performs a dance. He's just waving his arms up and down and all around. Getting jiggy with it, I guess. Alright, this guy's feeling to be a dick about it. We didn't have to fight, man. We could have just hung out. There we go. By the way, I missed most of your last stream because I was watching something on TV with my family. No problem, man. There'll be more. That is the Kingdom Hearts stream. It's the last one we really did. Those will be infrequent, I guess. You know, she's really interested in doing more. I was kind of rambling to myself before anybody was in the room. But I'm happy about 'cause it's a fun way for me to explore Kingdom Hearts because I've never done it. But I was really worried that she was not going to enjoy the experience just because it can, it can be stressful. We had a lot of stress right before the stream started. I broke a 55-inch 4K TV literally 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live. So I was like trying to, I was kicking myself and just being upset and trying to be like, okay, let's remember what I wanted to say for this stream intro and et cetera, et cetera. And, I didn't have like the time to get her kind of acquainted with the setup as I wanted to, but all in all that worked out. So hopefully there'll be others. She said she wants to do more. She said she is into Kingdom Hearts a little bit and has thought about it and kind of wanted to play it today, but knew we probably wouldn't have time to actually like do a full stream kind of setup feeling. I'm also probably not going to be streaming for too long tonight just because I have school in the morning. Or school, sorry, not school. I have work in the morning. Just sometimes it feels like school. You got to get stuff to cheer yourself up. Hey, man. If you feel like hanging out at all, that's totally appreciated. This is me mostly just trying to get comfortable with streaming, so you're not really missing a lot. Sometimes there's some fun banter. Sometimes it's Toku talk stuff, but a lot of the time it's just been me kind of hanging out. Finally, on the topic of Toku-Rev, I finally started getting some work done. I needed a little bit to kind of gather myself. I was a little upset about the Kamen Rider video getting copyright strike against it, and then getting denied by YouTube for a appeal. So right now took me a little bit. I was trying to force it, and I was feeling a little miserable and realizing that's not the mind frame I want to be in when I'm trying to do something that's fun and I'm into. It's called Nukadine. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm sure anything I'm going to say is going to be a really bad butcher. What's this guy doing? Just hanging out on the wall there? Yeah, I'm gonna get. Bam, big boomy shot. Oh, he's dedicated to the wall. That wall's like his boo. But also, thanks for all the support, Bryce. That's that actually means a lot that you even care that the live streams exist. But these are more frequent now, mostly because I have a more standard setup that I can do. Means one, I am alone. Alright, well, hopefully this elevator takes me back up top because I just kind of fell down a deep hole. But I should probably see where this road leads. Guys are definitely getting a little tougher. Also a psycho thriller. So are you enjoying this one? Is this part of like the same series, or is this just another like South Indian movie that you're watching, Osama? Yeah, I guess that's a way I'd come back into this area. I'm sure I'm going to come up here and take this elevator back up to civilization. Or at least the bombed out version of civilization that is this. Sorry if there's just a bunch of drinking sounds in the mic as I was doing that. I'm drinking iced tea, by the way. I'm not actually like getting wasted on stream, though it might seem that way. Not that it matters, but I don't actually drink alcohol. What state or country are you in? Because I would like to meet you. Let me see. Where are you? Where you play? Do the streams and everything. I'm in the States. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, U.S. But I am going to Power Morphicon. Well, possibly. It's not 100% confirmed, but I am trying very hard to go to Power Morphicon in August, which is in California. If that's a thing that you see yourself at, then certainly me and all the other, names in the Toku scene would hopefully love to hang out with you. The movie itself starts off with a boy running from a group of people and grows up and is shown that it was a dream. I'm at the part where the song and dance starts. I mean, that's really the only part worth watching, right? Song and dance. Let's try not to fall down the big cliff this time. I was thinking for sure that I couldn't actually fall down it. Alright, so I'm sure this is going to be some cutscene stuff right here. Stop locking onto whatever you're locking onto. What movie are you talking about? Usama is currently going through some South Indian movies.
Pascal was talking about. The records say it was once a facility known as a shopping center.
Oh, and my dog's busting in the room. What's up, Bubba? Okay. I love that. It was a shopping center. An anachronism of the ages. Animal bait. See, this is the thing that bothers me the most about this game is these invisible walls everywhere. Especially sometimes the invisible walls become non-walls. Hyper Invincible Artist, what is up, bud? I feel like you always stop in and you tell me something really nice and then I catch it late. So let me say first off, thank you for support and peeping in on me when you do. You don't get a whole lot of group movies that are back-to-back stories, if you know what I mean. Yeah, not a lot of serialized stories. I don't know Indian cinema that much, so definitely sorry if I am interfering with or saying something wrong. But I know a lot of Indian cinema is actually made extremely long, because most of the time when I watch an Indian movie, I start off really into it and then I feel like it never ends. And I was talking to an Indian fella I work with, and he was explaining to me that in India, sorry, I'm exploring the environment while I'm rambling, but he explained to me that in India, the movie theaters are one of the few places that are actually air conditioned in the summer, and so they're long because the longer the movie is, a lot of people use them as just a good way to escape the heat. So they go and sit down to a 3 or 4 hour movie.
There's some kind of mechanism we could engage.
Oh, well, it's sounding like a bad guy.
If we were human, we probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More meaningless conjecture.
You're so serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life forms detected above our position.
So I haven't read these messages yet.
Who the heck is the Forest King?
You're getting distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte.
So I go down below and I'm fighting all these dudes who are 29, 30. I was watching your Garo and some Jeet abridged. Thanks, bud. I'm actually stupidly proud of that Jeet abridged, mostly because it stands as my first big entry point into the Toku community. Because I was doing videos and I was getting views here and there, but I guess that made it look like I was connected to something, I think, more than I was.
Check this guy.
Plus, it got me
He's just
to
running away.
talk to Knight of Spear here and there, who's a really fun guy. Power Morphicon is in California, in Anaheim. Why is this guy just like chilling back here? Oh, that's why. I'm a Pakistani Muslim community leader. Osama.
Huh? Hey, where am I?
Oh,
What's that?
sorry, I missed that whole like little reveal of the
Hey there,
NieR head.
guys. What's up?
This thing's weird, 2B. Let's kill it.
Wait, what? No!
Good idea.
No!
Okay, what was that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a legitimate question. All right. So are you actually a Pakistani Muslim community leader? Because that's kind of awesome. More hoping that wasn't just like a weird joke that I'm not fully getting. All right, so it busted this door down. Anything of interest? Just some blurry
Looks like
trees.
the forest is just ahead.
Okay, British Muslim sitcom. That NieR head is like a ripoff of a character from Tokyo Ghoul. It is. Definitely don't disagree. I haven't watched or read a crazy amount of Tokyo Ghoul, but I watched, I guess, what you would consider the first season of the anime, and then I read a decent amount of the manga. No community leader. Okay, well, that's cool either way. Kojima, yeah. Oh. So we got like some.
Here they come. Better keep your guard up.
I'm aware of how to fight. You just be careful.
I will, 2B.
Okay, well. See how we do against these guys. Did I just take out like a whole bunch of them? Seems a little too easy, right? Bam. Alright, let's get on my
These
goodies.
machines. They were talking about a king, right? I saw what looked to be a castle further in. Maybe we should take a look.
I feel like I didn't get much of a look. You got much of a look. Alright, what's over here, since this is where they... Looks like there's a quest over here or something. Screen I am. I always got to tell myself to like lean back a little bit because I start leaning like real close to the monitor. I've had bad eyesight my whole life, but it's kind of like too poor to buy glasses for like way too long. So I got used to just barely looking at this or leaning into screens to see them properly. Stop targeting that guy. Target the robot in front of you. Saving. Citizen Khan. Where do you live, Hyper? What is it? Kill it with fire. Sorry, I didn't even see that, Bryce. I need to ask, is Kamen Rider W your introduction to Tokusatsu? It's not, I wouldn't say it's my introduction. It is certainly my portal into doing videos. I watched Metalder and Zoo Ranger first. I didn't know where to start with Kamen Rider. So, but Double is my first Kamen Rider. So, he holds a special place in my heart. And if you haven't seen it, I think most people have. But Marco Satsu had just done a top 10 Kamen Rider Henshins video, and I am featured in that for a small segment. Again, I just talk about Double, just, mostly because the video was just taken down and it helped heal the wound a little bit. But, you know, I'm sure everybody knows who Marco Satsu is, since he is way more prolific than I am. Hey, god damn it, don't faceplant. My Magi Ranger excluding Power Rangers. Yeah, I mean, I always find that weird. Like, do we count Power Rangers as Toku? I know people call it like Ameritoku or American Toku, but I'm never sure, because I kind of like section it off in like a different part of my brain. Oh, I guess I just said screw that pig completely. Dang. Guy like messed me up. Too much wildlife in this area. I keep attacking everything but what I want to attack. So now I just got an angry moose attacking me. Yeah, shoot the guy. The movie title, nickname sounds like a medicine or drug. It does. I don't disagree on that. My first Toku is Magi Ranger, excluding Power Rangers. Yeah, I have read that message. Sorry, I'm like doing double duty or trying to keep up with chat messages. So if I miss anyone's messages, sorry. Usually I do try to go back and catch them. But I'm actually going into like story areas where before I was just kind of knocking out side quests. So I think I have to like pay attention to the cutscenes. But yeah, I definitely started Power Rangers with Mighty Morphing. I remember thinking it was stupid when I was a kid. Like, I had a friend who was into it, and I was really into the Saturday morning X-Men cartoon at the time. And I just couldn't imagine getting into Power Rangers. And then it happened. But I got, you know, super into Mighty Morphin. I got some kid photos of me as, like, the Black Ranger. But I was obsessed with, like, you know, the Green Ranger when he came in, so Tommy Oliver, and they used to cut like paper bags.
That's all the coordinates that Resistance member wanted.
There you go. But I used to cut paper bags and like make the Green Ranger shield out of them. So it was like super dorky about it.
Though, I don't quite get why she cares about these particular photos.
Everyone has memories that are
Kamen Rider,
precious
Dragon
for
Knight,
one reason or
introduction to Kamen
another.
Rider.
It's
I mean,
not
I
for
think
us
it's
to
an
judge
okay
their
introduction.
value.
I mean,
They're
it's
important
as
to
far as
have.
the like
That's what we
Ameritoku
need to
series, Dragon
Yeah,
Knight
I
is
guess.
probably the coolest one that is out there. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard. Like, it's hard for me to go like to Ichigo as a Kamen Rider and be like, yeah, like I love it for what it is, but like it's hard to binge watch like the original Kamen Rider or anything like that. I ended up kind of not. Went to Kuga, so went with Kabuto and loved it. Yeah, Kabuto is great. That's definitely one of my favorites. I still haven't watched it to its full degree, but okay. So, oh, fuck you, Boar. I'm trying to spy on these aliens, and you're being an asshole. Sorry, I certainly swear a lot more live streaming than I do on video, and I keep trying to reel it in, but I don't. I think it's just too much in my vocabulary when I play video games. Okay, so am I just fighting all you? Because I'm ready for you.
What is with these guys?
Don't listen to what they're saying, 2B.
Why? Oh, they're not really saying anything that's like, oh my god. Damn it. They pack a good punch, though, I tell you that. So I don't know how annoying my message sounds are when you're like watching a stream. I definitely need them to be able to catch when people talk, because otherwise, like, you know, especially in the early when I first launch a stream, you know, because I don't get people in there usually for a good like 15 minutes or so. And then it's like, you know, I'll look at the chat an hour later and like 5 or 6 people have come in like, hey, what's up? And I've just ignored them and look like a jerk. Give me the loot. I need that loot. Alright, so is the king guy still dancing? You just dancing? We can dance. Is this it? Is this all we doing? We fighting now? What are you doing? Nah, you boogieing down. It's just like that South Indian movie. Stop it, damn it. 9S said, I don't like this guy. Alright, well. Make it a quick death at least. Alright, let's catch up here. I was looking at Center Rider, stop at NAW Kuga. I've been watching Ichigo, and it has taken me a year to get to episode 53. Yeah, and that's what happens with me with a lot of like the early like era Toku stuff. I rewatched Kabuto in 2006 for the 4th time and realized its flaws. Hey, they all have flaws. Hey, this is your first time in this area, right? Yeah, I just came in here. I'm still doing story bits. I'm on the main story path now, though. Some people say Dragon Knight is better than Ryuki, but I'm having trouble decoding. I have not watched all of Ryuki either, but I watched all of Dragon Knight. It's mostly because I just surfed through series for a bit, but I definitely like Ryuki better than Dragon Knight, but that's not the downsized Dragon Knight. Honestly, I don't even put them in competition. They're such different entities to me. That's what, you know, the Gridman / Superhuman Samurai video will kind of I'll cover some of that in kind of depth, how I kind of feel about that stuff. But half and half, right? I can agree with that. But yeah, like right now I'm watching Gridman, and some episodes I really love, but it's, you know, it's not a show. It's a show that's made to be seen weekly. Plus, Gridman definitely scales to, you know, it's supposed to be Ultraman for even younger crowds. All right, you guys. Damn. All right, Truman, I'm starting to figure out the battle mechanics a little bit. I mean, I'm still got hit a whole lot, but I'm walking into battles not feeling like I'm barely getting through it. Well, I'm alone. One mediocre drugs, man. See you later if stream is going on. Probably won't be going too late, but definitely if you come back, I'd be glad to have you. I need to watch Gridman. I wouldn't say you need to, but it's definitely it's fun, but it's definitely very kid friendly. I've wanted to watch Gridman for a long time. I watched it's the only show I've ever watched a handful of episodes without a fan sub or any kind of translation. But now that I'm going through it, it's a lot of episodes just play out the same way. It's very formulaic, so you get a lot of school weird kid, awkward kid at school gets something he's mad about and then makes a virus for it and messes with some computer systems. Where am I going? I am I'm rolling off the beaten path right now. Oh, brought me to whatever this is.
Nice shack.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now wait, what?
Oh, damn, his boars packs more of a punch than he does. Well, he don't want you messing with his moose. Okay, we're gone, man. We're gone. All right, he got the yellow eyes. We friends now. That boar though, got a grudge with that boar. I remember a fan-made Sentai called France. Oh, France 5 is hilarious. And geez, it is a real Super Sentai parody. They made some Gridman OVA. Yeah, there's a couple of... I've never watched the OVA, but certainly been interested in it. The animation actually looked really well done for it. So I guess I'm not supposed to hang out with this dude at all. But do I have a choice? Can I get out of here? I feel like I'm stuck on these trees. Alright, that was weird. Alright, well, I don't want to kill that guy's moose.
Ready, aim, thrust. Okay, intruders. Get information now. Take position. Keep going. Don't be afraid.
No matter what I do, my little robot wants to kill that moose. But also, Hyper, get that Spider-Man drawn. Certainly into checking it out. These guys just forget about me? But yes, France 5. France 5 is definitely a good time. This guy's always blowing up on me. I cannot let you through. I'm sure that someday, don't ask when, I'll be able to let you pass. Maybe. Okay. And now I die. These guys always get me. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry. So I know you haven't stopped into a stream. I know you've been liking my Twitter stuff a lot lately. Lila. I'm sorry, I'm bad with pronunciation, so please, if I'm butchering your name, correct me. If you've seen Ninjas, it's bad. If you've seen Power Rangers Ninja Steel, you know it's bad. But the question is, which one is worse? I haven't watched either of them, unfortunately. I only hear about how bad Ninja Steel is, so I've just kind of stayed away from it. Layla. Okay, sorry. I battle pronunciation pretty hard, so certainly don't mean any offense to that. But thank you for coming and hanging out. It's definitely good to have you. I always see you in like car and stuff, so you know, it's good to have you around. Makes you feel like, you know, making my way in the community somehow, some way. Uh-oh, now we got shields. Oh. I feel like these guys are not putting up as much of a fight as I just imagined they would. I'll say that and then die shortly after. Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I've been very uncomfortable streaming in the past, so... You know, and sorry to everybody who always hears me repeat this, but hey, there's new people. But I've been very uncomfortable streaming in the past, so I've made a rule that anytime I want to play NieR, that I just have to stream it. And I've been really into it, so it's definitely been helping get me into streaming more. But like tonight, it's, you know, basically like maybe an hour before I go to sleep. You know, I'm working at like 6 in the morning tomorrow. So for right now, it's kind of filling that void, but I won't be on for too long. So, but also talking while getting these guys. I don't know if this is like the tactic I'm supposed to be using. I always feel like I'm like somehow cheating the fighting in this game because I spend most of the time just running away. The cap's won, by the way. Get hype. Boy, you know I am not a sports guy. But I'm glad the Caps won for you. If you need me to come and like cheer and like pretend like I'm super engaged, we can do that. No, man, but still, get hype. Caps won. I mean, I am certainly not a stranger. I'm not into sports or, you know, necessarily competitive sports, but I am no stranger to the glories of getting into things. So, by all means, get hype. Alright, I've already visited up here. I think I'm just following these little icons, which are usually little pickups. Like, that's probably the worst part about me trying to stream video games is, like, I tend to just, like, want to go and explore areas the whole time. And so it's like, that's probably not, like, an engaging way to watch anything. I can stay for a few more minutes, but I'll have to go to sleep soon. Wish I could stay longer. It's alright, man. What time is it? It is almost 11:30, so I also need to go to sleep soon, so I totally get that. Stop going after the moose. My bucket list is to watch every Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai. It's a task. Like, part of me says I want to do that, and, you know, part of me feels like one day maybe I will, but, you know, it's like I also get sidetracked with so many other things. Like, you know, like I haven't even finished all of Garo, and that's a manageable task right now. 4 o'clock your time? Dang. Okay, PM. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting you and Bryce confused just because I'm reading text more than names. I was going to say, why are you going to sleep at 4? But Bryce is probably a little later.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept like loyalty be understood by a machine?
That's it? That's no response, I guess? She's just annoyed with him. Also, this blade I have right here definitely looks like a Skyrim weapon more than a like weird future samurai thing. It's kind of giving me some like Zelda vibes right now. This is pretty cool looking though. I'm pretty into this environment. Can I open the door? Bet I can't. Can't. Get out of here, boar. I swear that boars are like the most like vicious enemies I've met so far. Definitely an Elven Dagger. Definitely. I don't get how the Toku-cast does it since they pretty much everything. Yeah, I mean, I guess like a lot of people that I talk to in the community that have a lot of knowledge, it's just they've seen enough of each series to be able to talk about it, but you know, not necessarily watched every episode. So, and it's like, you know, like it's funny because I'm starting to feel that way. Like I've just absorbed everything through osmosis at this point. Also gotta watch out because this guy is kind of seriously giving me a bum rush. I'm now messing my buttons up because I'm thinking Kingdom Hearts since we were playing that the other day. And I keep trying to hit the wrong button to jump. Did it again. Alright. That's the jump button. I got this. But I'm also going to heal because I don't want to lose my chips. Alright, you dead anyway. Nolan coming in. It's pretty easy. Just got Showa and some Heisei to finish, and you've watched one. You want to watch the next. Right. And part of me wants to continue watching more series. Like that's the problem. Is particularly for Toku-Rev, I like jumping around, and I like you know, I don't like to like just stick with, you know, one main series, and part of me's kind of stayed away from Kamen Rider just for Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, just so I'm not smacked by YouTube copyright strikes left and right. Because they don't go after Garo nearly as hard, and they don't go after Ultraman. Like Subaraya seems like almost content letting the Ultraman stuff live. They have copyright claim, but they don't have copyright strikes on me. How do I get that? But yeah, it's like I'll start watching something. Like I watched Double, and I instantly wanted to just start O's, and it was like, you know, I talked myself out of it. But also Garo, like I finished the chapter of the Black Wolf, or, you know, it's just what it's called, but I've never seen that written down in the show. I guess it was retroactively named. Ooh, that was a lot of pop in. But with Garo, I really wanted to start because I was disappointed with Garo at first, and I wasn't enjoying the show for the first handful of episodes. And then once I was enjoying the show, I just wanted to keep going. I just use Ranger Wiki to figure things out because between school and trying to maintain a social life that I already don't have is stressful enough. Yeah, and I do a lot of the same things. One of the things I stress out is when I get invited to do the voice acting or like the abridged series stuff. Because now I'll get like, Marco or Karn will just like be like, hey, you want to voice this thing? And I'll be like, yeah. And it's like, I haven't, I was doing Power Rider Fusion with Karn. And I'm like, oh man, I haven't watched any of Build. So I have no idea what's going on with Build. But that's kind of what I like about Power Rider Fusion, since it's just straight made up plot points that it's like, I don't need to know.
Yep, this looks like a king's castle, all right.
Well, I mean, obviously there's going to be a castle right outside of the shopping mall. Can I jump off of there? No, yes, I can. Do I want to go for that? I'm going to go for it. Before I get to this story beat, I'm going to try to jump over this. No. Well, I used to have time for Toku, but I got finals now, so finals are important. I will stress that, go to school. But yeah, it's that was a weird thing with making videos, because I started and I get really self-conscious. I'm like, man, I don't know. I haven't watched enough Toku to feel like I can speak. Oh, okay, it just kills me. I can speak with any kind of authority. And I'm like, what if, I felt like it was a dirty secret for a while. I was like, oh man, I've only watched like, 10 series of whatever. So like, I felt like, I was going to get found out and people were going to, pull the like, you're not really into this stuff. But lucky for me, the Tokusatsu community is maybe one of the most open communities I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of, because it's just like, I feel like everybody is just welcoming, and I hate to see the day when that dies. And I feel like the most angry person I ever see is like Proto when he's mad at a certain series, because he's the type of guy who, when he loves something, he really loves it, but when he hates something, he just like bashes the hell out of it. Is there anything over here, or is it just my death? I have a feeling it's just gonna be my death. Okay, I got full health, so if I... Nope, it's my death. Okay, well, at least it brought me back here. I'm going to bed. Sorry for not staying longer, but I'm really tired. Have a good stream, dude. Have fun. Thanks, Bryce. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's, hang out for 2 minutes or like 3 hours, whatever it is. I definitely appreciate you even caring that I exist. And always thanks for the support. You should watch Build. Build is so addicting because once you start watching, you can't stop. That's a big thing. Is I literally today I was like I loaded up an episode of Build today and I went, no, you can't do this. You got to finish your current project before you're allowed to jump onto that. Because with Jeed, which is the only like current series I ever watched concurrently when it was coming out, I was doing other videos and watching other things because I was doing one video a month, or doing one episode a week is what I was trying to say. I would watch one episode a week, so I'm binging another episode in my downtime, or another series in my downtime. But everything I see about Build just makes me want to watch it real bad. Particularly Karn, also just the level of enthusiasm Karn and Lambo have for it. They both just always make me want to dive in. Like, I don't know who Bloodstark is, but I know I want to know. I'm not ignoring your comment. Sorry, man. Actually, I did ignore your comment. I did not even see that. The movie is already starting to get interested. Remember, I am really critical of these movies. I do know that. The MC sees weird things. He said Sorry, I saw my robot and I thought someone was coming at me. He said he killed someone when there was no one there, even handed himself. That sounds cool. Is it like a mistaken identity thing, I guess? Or like a, you know, what's real, what's not? Oh no, it's 2.5D parts. I'm always bad at these. Yeah, I can control my damn gun now. Well, is he dead? No. He's dead now. That's what you get. Like, I just want to explore over there, but I can't. Yeah, no, finals. Do your homework, man. Study, get them test scores. Build can wait. I mean, you know, if you guys didn't attack me, we could be friends. I mean, I'm playing like this whole game in a passive way, so. He's a huge MCU fan. He just sees things. Okay. I am not watching Lupat. I have watched up to about episode 4 or 5, something like that. There was no reason I stopped it. I wasn't disliking it. I wasn't loving it like some people, but I also wasn't hating it like other people. So, I definitely want to finish it. But at this point, I'm starting to feel like I'm just so behind. I work a really demanding job. Like, yeah, I've said it in all kinds of different forms, but hey, you. I feel like he's still there, right? Alright, he's dead now. I dropped it by episode 3. I'm leaving it that way until I finish Rider and watch it. Yeah. I don't keep up with the MCU too crazy. This is the Hyper's earlier comment. I feel like I want to get into the Marvel stuff, but I feel like every time I watch a Marvel movie, I'm always like weirdly a little bored. Like they're never bad, but you know, except Iron Fist, but that's not a movie, that's a show. But yeah, I always feel like I want to like them as much as everybody else, but there's something about them. I think it's like
Roger that, 9.
they all kind of have a formula that's really apparent now.
Roger that, 9S.
Wait, no, that's not what you said. You
If you
said
drop it,
nines.
that means you
Or
ain't
at
gonna
least
start
something
it
close
again.
to it.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Ah,
I don't want to engage the enemy. I want to explore this environment. My friend spoiled because, well, I wanted to share the pain. But yeah, I haven't seen Infinity War. I saw Black Panther. God, I can't remember the last Marvel movie I've seen besides Black Panther. I didn't see Guardians 2, which I think I'd enjoy a little more. Oh. Well, hey, you guys. Why you gotta be jerks about it? I guess I was supposed to make my way down here and not up top. Whatever. You guys can hang out down there. What was shooting me? Did I kill it? I'll be seeing Infinity War on Wednesday, I think. Man, a certain character's death in that film sucks. Yeah, I think I know who dies. I'm not sure. So, you know, don't spoil it just because Truman's going to go see it if he hasn't had it spoiled already. We don't want to be the ones to do it. But I feel like I've picked it up through Twitter or something like that. I think everybody knows characters in the film die. I think it's hard to not at least have that much. They, I mean, honestly, I feel like if they didn't kill somebody off, it would almost be a crime against the film. Because when, good guys always live, it's like movies really lose weight. I love how this moose is just hanging in the back now. He knows I hate him. I've already been spoiled. I just want to see it. Alright then, spoil away. Don't say anything for those who haven't, though. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, it looks like a cool movie, but I also I don't have the cinematic history, Marvel Cinematic Universe history invested to fully appreciate it. That said, I still have friends who want me to go see it regardless, just because they think it's a good movie. I'm sure I'd agree. Well, I'm glad they're just giving me these throwaway guys here. 'Cause usually these parts like just destroy me. Give me that. Give me that. Nah, to me it's a spoiler as long as you don't see it. That's fair. Alright, I'm sure I'm heading to like some huge boss fight right now. I got an A in film class one time. My heart stopped and the build scene was playing in my head. See, I don't know what that means because I don't watch build. But it makes me want to watch build. When build first came out, like I was into the motif of like the building rails and stuff for like model building. I think that's what the kind of the idea was there, right? But I certainly never watched it, and but some of I think Bunny Tank looks silly. I'm gonna say it. Something about him just looks silly to me. Doesn't mean I don't like it. It just looks a little silly. Man, you guys were not blending in as well as you thought you were. Oh, build theme. Okay. Yes, I do know the build theme. As soon as that theme was out, I definitely check out a lot of themes. Because I haven't watched X8 either, and I really like that one X8 opening. I feel like X8 had 2 openings, if I remember right, but again, didn't watch it to fully know. Hopefully I'll be able to watch another stream, because I have to get ready for bed. No, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I knew you were gonna come back. I hate these things. These stupid snakies. It had one. Okay, cool. Then I know the X8 theme. I just felt like I read somewhere that it had 2 different names or something, or names, 2 different themes. This is like Bubble Bros, man. I wasn't good at that either, I guess. Alright, let's this is by far the enemy I like the least. And like I don't know if I'm maybe just not doing it right. Alright, there he goes. Hey, I'm on a mission right now. Sorry. Oh yes, that. Sorry, I was reading that as not lyrics, not as lyrics. I wasn't reading that as lyrics. Sorry, I couldn't get that sentence to work. That's how you fight them typically. It just takes so long, and like I feel like I'm just like doing silliness. Like when I first went to where like, you know, all the robots get together and make a naked guy with no dong piece. Making sure there ain't no secrets over here. Like I hate it, like, 'cause there was like 4 of them. Yeah. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do that. Is that how I was supposed to do that? Whatever. In the 3rd dimensional view, you can do more. Yeah, I've definitely experienced that a little bit. Oh, missed it. Large recovery. I'm probably going to need that because this is feeling like it's finally winding to the boss. Hey! What's with these boxes? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want to find out the organic way. I feel like I should be writing down where I see every one of them, so if I ever figure out how to open them, I will know where to go. What? Is this the same place? No, this is a different environment. Sorry, I thought it was 9S. Damn, I wasn't locked on. All right. See, it's just like breaks my momentum. Like, I mean, maybe some people really enjoy this kind of, you know, figure out the battle system kind of thing that's doing, but just feels like it's killing my entire like groove for this section. It annoys me kind of. People say your art is good, but you don't know if it's that it's because they say it is or because they can't draw or because it actually looks good. You know what actually annoys me? Is I'm not an artist. I have a lot of really amazing artist friends. Is when you're an artist and you spend so much time working on your art and people say something like, oh, you just have natural talent. I don't have that. And they just like denigrate all the hours you spend like learning and trying to perfect your craft. I always get really annoyed by that. It's very true. Screw your momentum. But I'm also on a stream, and like for him, I gotta like stop talking. But you know, this video, it's not made to be streamed. It's made to be played in your living room with your feetsies kicked up. What is with these guys? What are they doing? Whatever. Got vending machines to get to. I want to say, if like these guys just like keep spawning in the foreground, can I just like say screw it and just get like infinite XP? Yeah, streaming your replay would be a better idea. Because then you don't have people watching you learn how to play the game live on camera. Well, my parents both got good grades in art, and I'm self-taught. So there is that. But I still had to work. Yeah, you have to work. I mean, that's it. Like, I think some people have raw talent, or, you know, you're into it as a kid. They can't draw Spider-Man, but just looking at an image of him. But yeah, you get those, you have those talents, but it's not like, I feel like people always pretend like it's just something you magically have, like the guy, you know, like, you know, you were magically got great at drawing, like, you know, there's still like a long process there. Like, you're never done learning that stuff. And it just, you know, I think what I'm just trying to say is like, don't pretend I don't work hard at these things. Like, I'm not a great artist, but I also probably shouldn't just be firing this gun forward. But I believe you are, is what I think what I'm getting at. And I believe you work hard at that because you do things like this where you sit and draw Spider-Man while some random dude yells into a mic about momentum being stopped by little Weasley snake robots. That's the prince, man. It's the prince baby. Oh. Oh, did he kill the baby? Oh. Wow.
2B.
That was mean.
That's an android. A Yorha-type android.
Alert. This unit is
Best girl.
by Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation?
I've seen
But
her in some
why?
fan art,
Let's
so
go,
I know
Lioness.
she's
2B?
around. What if I don't do anything? Will it... Okay.
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What you see in front of you is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's
I'm
destroyed multiple
just over here
pursuit
doing mad
androids.
flips, y'all.
Now kill her before she kills you.
What if I don't? Is that an option? Because she don't look like she's going to attack me. Is this like an ending? Is it going to like end the game if I don't attack? Oh. I guess 9S decided to make that decision for me. Oh, damn. Well, she's beating my butt. Alright. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button on the menu there. Like, this definitely feels like I'm like in a fucking brawler right now.
Why? Why did you betray us?
Command is the one.
Nah, man, you need to go to sleep. You got finals.
Let's go after her, 2B.
I have heard about that play being a thing that exists. What about the king? What about the Egg King? I'm a little upset that he dead. I'm gonna go after her the long way. Also, my robots don't seem to enjoy that. Proposal. Pursue deserter A2. Alright. Yes, maybe I'm not gonna do it the long way. I guess I'm not making it all the way there.
She's gone.
Well, I mean, I did run backwards.
Operator, this is 9S. Patch me through to the commander.
Roger that, 9S.
I'm sorry, Commander. We failed to defeat the fugitive.
I see. Well, at least you're both safe. That's an incredibly powerful unit you just faced. You should probably keep your distance in the future.
Commander, why did A2 desert the Force?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh? Huh. 2B,
Yeah?
let's go ask Pascal about A2. He might know something.
All right.
R.I.P. Egg Boy
Pascal,
King.
this is 9S.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine. But there's something we want to ask you about.
Her shock does not
Anything.
Actually, it needs
make
to
me
be in
feel great.
person.
Understood. I'll open the gate we built to deter enemy invaders. You'll be able to reach the village through there.
Oh, I really want to go do that, but what I think I'm going to do is go to the resistance camp. 'Cause I think that's where the picture quest I had was. So, might use that. Turn that quest in and then call it a night. So I don't want to go to this next story bit. I got through the battle, so that was the big thing. Although it seems weird to give updates on the movie, I have no idea where this could go. MC is realizing that whatever danger is in, it's all fake. But what happens when the danger becomes real? Anemone is in the play too. I've seen clips of the play, not like, you know, as in people talking about it on like a YouTube video. This is the someone has called me an artist and not hyper. I mean, if you want me to refer to you as only artist, then I will do so. Me and Truman, we're there. We'll do it. I can still feel the intense heat beating down on me. Was I with someone? No, I guess I can turn them all in. This is from the amusement park. I remember having fun there, together. Alright, last one. Haya is good too, right? Okay, well then we'll call you Hyper. This was a waterfall in the forest. I think I stumbled onto it one day when I was lost. But how did I get here in the first place? Now I remember. These aren't just photos. They're bits of data from my beloved. 8 years ago, we were attacked by machines and fought a pitched battle. My love was killed, and many of my memories were lost. This must have been his final message for me. I've been thinking this is a guy, it's a girl. Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me. I know it's not much, but please, take this. Yeah! Thanks for the loot. Seemed like this is the last comment before stream, and see you next time. Yeah, definitely, man. Let me know, you know, tweet it out. Let me know how that movie works out. It sounds like it's interesting. I am sure the guy is going to find himself in a situation where he is confident that the danger is fake, but it turns out the danger was real. All right. Pirate, Amber, charge attack +3 chip, speed slave. Okay. That was good. I think I can upgrade some weapons with some of that stuff. Honestly, I've been thinking a lot recently whether it was worth it to continue living. This data is telling me that I need to continue on. Also, this track every time. Yeah, that's definitely a lady. She got one of them hip haircuts, and that's why I didn't know. Alright, so we're going to save. I think that's really the last side quest I'm willing to do for the moment. So let's switch into the full view. Absolute fire. So there's the office view.
This is the little. I have a big green screen on the wall in the back when I do couch streams, and this is my now hidden sheet. Office is a little dirty. Don't judge me. Yeah, definitely, man. As always, thanks for hanging out, Truman. Hyper, thanks for hanging out, and also Usama and Lila. Everybody, I appreciate. Definitely is always that weird feeling where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna put a stream on. What if nobody comes in this time? And then you guys do, and it's awesome, and definitely makes me feel way less self-conscious about it. But thank you guys. I will see you another time.